Today I want to talk to you about sales and hiring your first sales team member. As always, before we get started, make sure you hit the bell and you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a beat. Welcome to Powerhouse Business on YouTube. I'm your host, Carolin Soldo. I'm a business owner, business scaling master, and mom of 2 boys. I love thinking big, pushing boundaries, and doing things differently. Most of all, I'm all about achieving massive growth with ease and helping you scale your business by living the life you love. Let's go. Many business owners continue to do the sales on their own because they are really good at it, right? So you as the owner are really good at selling your services. I'm good at selling my services too. However, our time is precious, and it doesn't mean that we should be doing all the selling ourselves. In fact, if you want to grow your business to $1 million in revenue or more, it is essential that you begin to build a team to help you with your sales. First thing you need to really understand is personalities, because salespeople are a specific type of person. They're a specific breed if you want. And we have learned that there are good salespeople and not so good salespeople. And over time, and from hiring so many of them, I've seen a trend and a way to almost predict someone's ability to sell well. And so these days, when I hire someone for our sales team, I consider their personality. And the first thing I do every single time is hand them a personality test. And we like to use the DISC assessment, D-I-S-C. That is a very simple online assessment that someone can take in just a few minutes that will reveal their natural tendencies and their style and what type of personality they have. When we hire someone for sales, we always go for a DI or an ID on the DISC scale, which means that these people are outgoing, they're action-oriented, they like to check things off their list. They're sometimes or many times confident. They're people, they like to talk, they like to be, among people, they like to influence people. They also like to succeed, and they love a good challenge, which helps them overcome objections and rejection they will naturally be facing on their sales calls. The next thing you want to do, of course, is have a job description for applicants to consider. And if you've never written a job description for a sales team member, I have an example down below for you in the description to download. You also want to make sure you have plenty of training materials available. I recommend you have plenty of documentation about the services and the programs that you offer, because those are the things the sales team member will ultimately sell. So they need to be intimately familiar with what that looks like and what that entails. You also want to have procedural training materials available that include, how to enroll a client, how to send an agreement, how to take a payment over the phone, how to access certain systems to make a call, to access your database, to log information, to track their numbers. So you want to have logistical training, program training, and then a little bit of ideal client training. One thing that many sales team members overlook is who they actually speak with, right? They know their programs, they know the company, they know you, of course, but they don't really think about who the ideal client is, and most importantly, what the ideal client's pain points and goals really truly are. Because if you are in a service-based industry, many times you actually have feature goals. People want features and benefits from you, but they're also buying for a lot of emotional reasons. So they're buying to achieve a certain goal. They're also buying to eliminate certain pain points and challenges from their lives. So your sales team members need to be really familiar with your ideal client and what really makes them tick, how they think, how they act, how they feel. So you should be offering them an ideal client training so they can identify an ideal client when they meet them on their calls. Sales is probably the one area where people can potentially fail the most, right? So the way you want to approach sales is more on a trial basis. My recommendation for you is to hire your sales team member on a 10-call trial. I feel that 10 calls is just enough for you to weed out some exceptions and some outliers and give your rep enough, exercise or enough activity to practice those calls and to really show you what they've got. It also gives you enough time to really listen into their calls and decide if that sales team member is going to make it with you or not. Now, here's what's really important. Once you have someone on a trial, you want to make sure that you really lean into that person. No matter how experienced the sales team member is, you don't want to leave them alone. This is not a position where you just say, here, off you go, take care of it. No, you as the business owner, you want to really ensure you give that person your full support. So what I like to do is check in with my new reps every single day for at least 10 minutes, especially if they take calls on a daily basis. In addition to your daily check-ins, you also want to have a weekly meeting with them. And this is especially important as you go along over time managing this team, adding on more people, and really building out your sales team. So I recommend that you meet with your team either Fridays or Mondays. Mondays are great because it's a new week. People are pumped, they're excited about reaching their goals. Fridays is also a good day because you get to sort of wrap up the week and look back to see what happened. Regardless of what day you pick, you always want to, really have the team report back to you. So it's almost like the team is running the meeting where the sales reps tell you what happened that week, including how many calls they've taken, what they heard on the calls, what happened, the results they accomplished, the sales they made, why things are going well or maybe not going so well, and what they're going to do about it. And then also looking forward, you want them to tell you what their goals are, what they want to accomplish, and how they're going to get there as well, because your reps are going to be independent. You want to really set them up for success. So meet with them weekly and also make sure you track everything that is going on. So make sure you establish a really nice tracking system. That could be a Google Sheet, it could be an online tool, a project management platform, it could be an Airtable, whatever works for you, but track some of the most important key statistics on your sales team so that you know what's going on and your sales team can also self-manage their performance and set goals for themselves. So how do you feel about hiring your first sales team member? I hope that this gave you some clarity, hopefully some new ideas and some really tangible steps for you to take to hire someone that is going to really perform well for your business. Now stay focused on your goals because I believe that your expertise is meant to reach a whole lot more people, and your sales team will definitely help you accomplish that. If you like this episode, make sure you give me a like, maybe share it with your friends, maybe share it on social media, and then make sure you come back again next week. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Do you often feel stressed and overwhelmed from growing your business? Do you crave more ease and happiness from your success? What if I gave you a tool that has the power to instantly make you feel focused, peaceful, and at ease, all while growing your business faster than ever before? I've created the Business Growth Scorecard that has helped countless businesswomen replace overwhelm with confidence, and now the scorecard is available online. It's free, takes less than 10 minutes, and provides you with a customized growth plan, including your personal scores. Go to businessgrowthscorecard.com to take the test right now. I look forward to helping you grow your business with ease and excellence.